Bama gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out. My Florida Gator fans, man. Congratulations to you, baby lizards. Yes, baby lizards. Um, a corner committed to you guys today. A corner committed to you guys. And Ben Hanks. Ben Hanks has committed to the Florida Gators today. A lot of news coming out for the Gators. The season is almost here, so we're going to talk some Gator football to much of our knowledge, and try to get through the show because ain't much to really talk about in Gainesville. First game of the season, the 31st, the Miami Hurricanes come to the Swamp, and then obviously the rest of the season is up for grabs. Not really. Probably win like 4 games in total. Billy probably get fired and all that other good stuff. So Gator fans, buckle up this season. It's gonna be a tough one. But anyways, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. As you guys know, these shows are open mic, so you guys can come on in. You guys come on in, talk your trash, all that. Talk some football. Tell me why y'all gonna win some games, why y'all gonna lose some games, all that. Convince me that the Gators are not trash. So we obviously got a few Gator topics to talk about, and we're gonna get into it. Guys, do me a huge favor: hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you ain't already, and share this with a Gator fan. Let them know they welcome over here, man. This is the Big Three: Miami, Florida State, and the Florida Gators. All three come here, talk trash, and we get along just fine over here. So, Ben Hanks. Obviously, is a legacy kid. It seems like legacy kids have been saving the Florida Gators recruitment all this season. So we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Just give me a second, guys. All right, so obviously them legacy kids have been saving the Gators this season, with their recruitments, with their rankings and everything like that. I think right now they're like number 30 in the country with a commitment that they got today. They should be getting another commitment pretty soon too. I think that'll probably drop them down to number 24. It's pretty tough trying to recruit when your coach is on the hot seat, and it's no secret. It's not like it's an in-house thing. It's not like speculations. Everybody knows. Billy Napier is on the hot seat. And then on top of that, he got the number one toughest schedule in the country. Starting off with the mighty Hurricanes. That's an L of his own. He'll probably bounce back against Stanford, and then there's a lot of rough patches in that schedule. A lot of rough patches. I don't see where the wins are coming from this season. Obviously, Gator fans, they're very delusional. They think that they're going to go 9-3 anywhere in those rounds. They're standing on business at 9-3. Like it's like they just make up wins for themselves. I'm glad I'm not a Gator fan. My goodness, terrible fan base. Delusional fan base. Man, but anyway, let me get into some of the topics that we're going to talk about tonight. Obviously, the Ben Hanks situation. They're going nuts. Oh, this legacy guy committed to us over Miami. A lot of Miami guys were saying that he was a Miami lean or a Miami lock and all of that. We all knew he was going. We all knew. Those of us that follow recruiting and all that, all signs led to Gainesville. His daddy weren't going to let that happen. Plain and simple. It's plain and simple. But the fact that we scared them that much to where they thought that they possibly weren't going to get him, that's tough. That's tough. But congratulations. Nonetheless, that's a good pickup. Not better than our guy, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hold on, let me get this off. So let me see what we got going on in the chat. Helen, what's going on with you? Aunt, what's good with you? Mikey, what's good, my boy? 850 in the building. What's good? FSU shut down Heisman. JD5 2 season. Y'all FSU fans. This is Gator Friday. We talking about the Florida Gators. We don't care about any recruitments. We don't care about nobody that y'all beat. We talking about this season. We're not gonna live in the past. We're gonna talk about this season. What y'all gonna do this season? We all already know what happened to y'all last season, FSU fans. So the topic is Gator Friday. If you want to talk about FSU, come back on Wednesday. Wednesday is FSU Wednesday. We talk about Florida State then. We're gonna talk about Hanks though. Hanks' junior dad was a beast at linebacker for the Gators in the 90s. Yeah, I've seen some clips. I've seen some stuff from him. You know, like I said, I don't know what dad prejudice against Miami is, but hey, be like that, man. You know, basically, you know, dad called a shot. Hey, we going to Florida. Let us go bail out Billy. Basically, bail out Billy. That should be the that should be it for that recruitment. Bail out Billy. All the legacy kids this season, bail out Billy. Bail out Billy. Most of the recruits right now, it's in, oh, we got to see what they do. Oh, we got to see how they finish. Or we got to see if Billy can win games. That's what it is. But anyways, let me pull up some of this stuff that, you know, we're going to talk about today. So obviously I've been seeing a lot of film, you know, a lot of the guys that's in the building that get their little 15 minutes to basically, you know, film the team, just like at Miami, just like at the Gators, and just like at Florida State. So we're seeing, you know, passes from Graham Mertz. We're seeing passes from DJ Lagway. Some looks good. Some could do a little bit better or whatever. We also seeing, you know, videos from their scrimmages and stuff like that, which, you know, it's practice. It's practice. Obviously, Florida looked absolutely terrible in the spring game, and hopefully their next, you know, scrimmage they could do better than that, which probably ain't gonna have a lot of the guys that they're projecting to be starters probably ain't gonna play anyway. So it's gonna be another one of those you know, BS practices or whatever. But I do got a few of these videos, and we're gonna start with this one. So a little 30-second. Y'all bear with me. It's a little 30-second.
Empty right batter. Gotta go get it, Jaden. Gotta go get it, Jaden. Nice. Go. Flip. Good. 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 Right at me here. Come on.
Oh man, it's a funny place to be, man. Gainesville. You got to be a special type of fan to get hyped for the Florida Gators. You got to be a special type. I think out of the big three, I got to be honest. I think out of the big three, the Florida Gators are probably the most boring team. I don't know what it is about them. It's like, it's so, no matter how much you talk about them, it's nothing exciting. It's nothing to get excited about. You would think that they was in the SEC and, you know, they're world beaters or something, but it's hard to get excited to play the Gators. It's hard to get excited about this team. They're already telling me online that their offensive line is trash. Then they're talking about a defensive lineman that's out for the season that they're gonna have problems basically replacing. And on top of that, their number one running back, the one with the one with only, oh my God, the only production is out. Probably won't even play the first game of the season. So it's tough to talk about the Gators because this team is boring. There's nothing exciting about it. Graham Mertz, nothing exciting about him. He's a game manager. He probably won't throw the ball up. He probably won't turn the ball over, but he ain't gonna throw no deep passes or nothing. Now, obviously, you've been seeing videos from practice of him throwing deep balls and stuff. But we also saw that last season, and we didn't see none of that in the games. So on top of that too, they're still telling me that Billy Napier is gonna call plays. How can I get excited watching Billy's offense? I've seen Billy's offense for the last 2 seasons. There's nothing exciting about it. There's nothing exciting about it. So it's tough for me to get hyped for the Gators. Gator fans don't even get hyped for the Gators. They're all hiding right now because they don't know what the season is going to be like. They don't know how to talk trash right now because the whole world think that they trash and they're going to lose all these games. It's hard for me to get hyped for the Gators. Their fan base, none of them can stand on anything. 1 minute they're telling me they're going 9-3. The next minute they're telling me 6-6 is a freaking successful season. What the hell is going on? And not only that, I can tell you this too. The Florida Gators are the most sensitive fan base online. They are the most sensitive fan base when it comes to the Big Three. If you go online and you troll them, they probably will threaten to shoot you. Literally, they will threaten to shoot you. I got threatened yesterday by a Gator fan. Like, oh my God, this fan base, man. But yeah, let's talk some more about these Gators. Let me get back into what we're talking about. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's tough. This the worst. This the worst out of the Big Three for me to keep up with. It's like so boring with them. You know, at least with the Florida State Seminoles, they fans always got something to say, and they got like a back leg to stand on. The Florida with the Gators, they ran from us for so long that it's hard to talk about them. It's literally hard to talk about them. So I want you guys to take a look at this. Now, obviously, the receiver catching that ball is Hanks. That's a freshman. The DB that's looking lost and look like he probably about to break an ankle and miss a tackle, or even get this guy Hanks hurt. That's Castillo, one of the Gators' supposedly best DBs. Now, if this is one of their best DBs and my boy here could get this wide open, then, you know, I think my receivers are going to eat. I think we're going to go into Gainesville and just have a field day on these DBs. Florida have been talking about their DBs, their safeties. Oh, they're so good, but all the stuff that I've seen from their practice is all their DBs getting cooked. Once or twice, you might see a DB make a play here and there, but all of their practice, all the stuff that I've been seeing is always their DBs getting cooked. I haven't seen or heard anything from Jason Marshall. I haven't seen or heard anything about this Castillo guy. None of them. Let's not even get me started on their linebacker. Their whole team right now is full of question marks. But that's the Gators that we're dealing with in 2024. You don't know what you're going to get from them. What else I got for you guys? I just got a few bullet mark for you guys. Obviously it's not gonna be like the same conversation that we have like with the Miami Monday and the Florida State Wednesdays because Florida State fans actually got something to look forward to this season. Miami fans actually got something to look forward to this season. The Gator fans, they're looking at a coach on the hot seat. They're looking at the toughest schedule in the country. They have nothing to stand on. they have nothing to brag about. They have nothing, literally nothing. Their spirit of crush. All of them is in let's skip the season mode, basically. So obviously none of them is gonna, come up here and talk about what they're gonna do this season. They're not gonna do nothing. The answers is nothing. I shouldn't even did this Gator Friday. I should probably wait till the season. I should probably cancel Gator Fridays until we're like after the first game of the season because I'm telling you, this fan base, there's nothing really to talk about their team. Now, today I said, you know what? Let me sit back and let me watch some Gator content. Let me sit back and let me watch some Gator content. Let me see what their guys on YouTube are talking about. Let me check out some of their channel. Now, I'm gonna give a shout out to High Top Sports because even though me and what's his name, Dave or David or whatever his name is, even though we're not on the best of terms, I listened to their show and I found it to be a little bit entertaining. I like the way those guys handled that show. Now I did check out some other shows too. Locked on Gators. Sorry, Brandon, but yeah, you kind of put me to sleep, my boy. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Who else? Gators Online. They ain't too bad. They're not too bad. I could stomach their content. Who else? Who else did I check out? What else? Oh, Gator Breakdown. Gator Breakdown. The bald dude that cried last year when the Gators lost and didn't make a bowl game. I think that was that when they didn't make a bowl game he cried, or was it when they lost to Arkansas? I can't remember when he cried, but the bald dude for Gator Breakdown, I watched one of his content today. I think he did it with a girl. I think they got this chick named Allie or something like that. That was pretty decent. I could stomach that content. So, but yeah, Locked on Canes, Alex, you do a great job for the Canes. But your homie at Locked On Gators, terrible. Sleepy. That man almost put me to sleep. But yeah, like I said, man, Gators, it's tough covering you guys, especially the way the things are right now. Nobody believes in you. They have no reason to believe in you. Some of these sports guys, like, Josh Pate, he tried to not, just totally annihilate you guys. He holds back and he tried to give you guys some optimism. But there's nothing to see here this year for Gators. I'm sorry, Gator fans. I'm sorry. Y'all going to have a hell of a year after you get rid of Billy and maybe 3 seasons into the next head coach or whoever that's going to be. So if I'm a Gator fan, you know what? I'm going to get ahead of things. I'm going to go and I'm going to look at a bunch of coaches that's, possibly going to be available, or we could possibly, sway to come to Florida. And we probably going to have to basically actually pay somebody because, the Gators don't go for the big hires or anything like that. They always, choose the cheap route, and then the fan base will complain about whatever coach they get, like you don't get what you pay for. Speaking of don't get what you pay for, Jaden Rashada, man, that case is still going on, and it's going to linger for a while. Billy ain't off the hook. Gator fans try to mislead you a little bit, try to make that seem like the case is over and everything. Jaden Rashada, literally, he seriously got he got a hell of a case, and I hope he wins. Because I've been seeing a lot of you Gator fans bragging about Life Wallet and Ruiz, and he might shut down the operation and everything. But I hope and I pray that Jaden Rashada wins his case against y'all, because y'all literally bamboozled that kid out of his NIL money. Y'all literally lied to that kid all the way till he signed. So I hope that this man get his money. I hope he get his money. I hope y'all have to pay him every single dollar that he deserves. You know. But let's get into this. Let's talk about this stretch right here. Now, I don't know how much better the Gators think they are than LSU, but they're obviously looking at this stretch of 5 games right here, and they're saying that basically they could pull one out. More than likely it'll be LSU, but they're also throwing Ole Miss in there as a possible game that they can win. Now, both of these games are at home at Ben Hill Griffin Stable or whatever stadium, whatever you want to call it. These are 2 home games that they think that they could probably steal one. They know for a fact that they're going to lose to Georgia. They know for a fact they're going to lose to Texas. But they're aiming at Ole Miss and LSU. Now, anybody in the chat, do you guys think that Florida can upset LSU or Ole Miss? Do you guys think that Florida has a better roster than LSU or Ole Miss at this moment? I see these 5 games in a row as all L's. All L's. Right now, Florida's on a 5-game losing streak. This is basically going to be the same this year. 5-game losing streak. Maybe even more. I think before they played Georgia, I think they played Kentucky. If I'm not mistaken, I think they played Kentucky. I think Kentucky going to beat them. If it's not Kentucky, it's probably Tennessee. I think Tennessee going to beat them too. So I don't see Florida upsetting LSU or Ole Miss. I don't see it, especially the way that their fans are operating. Montreal Johnson is hurt, but they would rather play him at not 100% than to play the other 2 running back. Trayon Webb, they're not impressed. If they have to start Trayon Webb, that whole fan base will be depressed. From listening to them talk about him, they're not impressed. Plain and simple. But this stretch of games right here, Georgia, I think Georgia blow them out. Texas will blow them out. Honestly, by the time LSU get to them, I think LSU will probably have, better chemistry with the team than Florida Gator does. Florida's going to be going through a lot of losing, so, you know how that goes. I think Lane Kiffin going to handle business, and, Ole Miss is going to be a way better team this year. They're going to be pushing to try to, make a name for themselves in the SEC this year. So I definitely think they'll beat the lesser opponent in Florida, the average to mid garbage Florida. So, it'd be like that. And Florida State, I think Florida State is way more talented than Florida. I think they'll get the job done. Obviously, Mike Norvell is a way better coach than Billy Napier in every aspect of the game. So, that's tough. So tough stretch, Gator fans. In my opinion, that's an 0-5. Y'all finished the season 0-5. Probably 0-7 or something like that. Looking at your entire schedule. Right. Yeah, but congratulations to them for getting Ben Hanks today. unfortunately for them, it's not going to do anything for them this season. Um, Most of their hopes and prayers are basically that they have a good season and it sways some of the recruits that didn't want to come to them to actually come to them. But I'm be honest, I can't see them winning no games. I don't see any of them recruits change their mind. So um, I could possibly see Florida finish with a top 20-ish, top 30-ish, finish this year when it comes to recruiting. Because I don't think it's going to get any better this season. It's probably going to get worse. So it'd be like that. Now, delusional fans. Let's talk about my boy here. And we're very familiar with him over here. Josh.
Listen, to you goofy ass Miami fans, y'all don't know if this is y'all's logo or symbol of that goofy ass duck named Sebastian that be twisting his mouth like that is y'all mascot or symbol. The last time y'all won anything meaningful, Sebastian was saying elevator go up, elevator go down the hole. Y'all should be thanking the University of Florida for allowing y'all to come to Gainesville because we know y'all coming because y'all have absolutely nowhere to play. I know Hard Rock is tired of y'all calling every Friday night after Miami Northwestern, the best football team in Miami, says, hey, can we use y'all stadium tomorrow before Sunday because we still ain't got nowhere to play after 26 years of just complaining about the exact same thing? And the last time the University of Florida and the University of Miami met for a football game, y'all in the mouth. We wore y'all out. We mud stumped y'all. But Josh, y'all barely beat us. Y'all always saying almost. Go back to that Ohio State championship game the last time y'all was relevant. Y'all almost. See, we don't have to get online and say this ain't the same Florida Gators. We good. This championship a bust every year for our program. But y'all out there renting quarter.
Championship a bust every year for their program. Damn. How long has the Gators been alive? How long has that program been alive? And they won 3 championships. That's tough.
Quarterbacks Cam Ward is going to throw it.
So 3 championships. So basically every season was a bust because this championship are better. Okay, got it.
1,000 yards. Cam Ward can't even show up to his own training sessions on time. I was late, but I got better today. And I can already see it coming right now. Y'all gonna get a comedian from Miami to respond to my video and they're gonna be in the camera and talking real loud like this. Hey, Florida Gator fans. Yeah, Florida Gator fans, we're coming. And we're gonna be there with 834 because of you. We back 305, baby. Calm down. Get what I said. We stop acting like the Miami football program is relevant. The only reason we go to Miami right now is strip club, Crabman 305, and boosted clothes. Stop that. I'm telling you right now, the University of Miami fans, y'all gonna bring like 27 of y'all fans because y'all travel lighter than a maxi pad and y'all gonna come up there. But I'm telling you right now, you start something, you're going to jail. Your rim's too big, you're going to jail. You get too loud, you're going to jail. If a Cuban man says anything to me outside of Kevin I said that, you're going to jail. This is not the same University of Miami team that got off that plane in camouflage clothes, dreads, and gold. Ain't nobody finna sit up online all damn day and argue with y'all about what y'all think y'all might dream about doing at the University of Florida, Ben Hill, Griffin State. 8:31, 3:30 p.m. Left under right. Stop playing with us. We got the hardest schedule in football history, and we gonna make history by handling the hardest schedule in football history. My name is Josh Prey. I don't want no problems.
You know what I like about Josh? He's very consistent. Very entertaining too. Funny dude, man. Funny dude. He's probably the only Gator fan I like. And that says a lot. See, all the other Gator fans, they uptight. They can't take a joke. You troll them, they want to shoot you. They want to threaten to take your life. Not my guy here, Josh. You know, my boy here, year in after year in, he put his foot in his mouth. Every year. Last year, he told me they were going 12-0, and nobody can beat them. They didn't even make a bowl game. But, hey, I got to admit, I like this guy. obviously he at this point he's got to be just doing this for entertainment purposes, because ain't no way in the world he believe in anything that he says. But I like this dude, man. I like it, dude. I think he's a hell of a comedian, hell of a hype man. All right, so while we talking about this Gator thing, let's actually flip this thing to an actual Miami Hurricane. Our very own Mr. Dime Life himself. So we're gonna go into commercial. Let's do this commercial time.
Big news. Dime Life just got rivalry rights. Tongue twister, right? Yeah, but again, right now the tee that I'm wearing, a lot of y'all been asking about it. Will it be up online? Yes, it is. We just got officially authorized for rivalry rights. Dime Life, Florida, Miami, to kick off the season. The rivalry tee, head to head, baby. Go cop it. Big news. Dime Life just got rivalry rights. Tongue twister, right? Yeah, but again, right now the tee that I'm wearing, a lot of y'all been asking about it. Will it be up online? Yes, it is. We just got officially authorized for rivalry rights. Dime Life, Florida, Miami, to kick off the season. The rivalry tee, head to head, baby. Go cop it.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go cop that, man. Y'all make sure y'all cop that. That's a hell of a shirt right there. That's a hell of a shirt. Wear that to the game, Wear that to the game, man. That's a cool shirt right there. I'm a cop one myself. I'm gonna have that thing ready for game one. Gonna be wearing that thing on the live. You guys gonna see it. Got to go support our Miami Hurricanes. Yeah, but man, Gator fans, I blame you guys for the lack of hype when it goes into playing you guys, when it goes into talking about you, because it's pretty much y'all fault that this rival is like this. Y'all the one that quit on us, basically. Y'all the one that gave up on the rivalry. Y'all the one that ran scared little chickens. Yeah. So it's y'all fault. Y'all fault, Gator fans. Now I saw an interesting conversation, and I kind of want y'all opinion on it. I'm not gonna hold this show for too long. Like I said, the Gators ain't really got much to talk about. They ain't really they're not gonna really come on here and talk because, like I said, they don't have nothing to stand on. But I did hear an interesting conversation about basically extending Billy Napier. So from what I'm hearing, these guys are saying that if Billy Napier goes and wins 7 games this year, 7 games, if they finish 7-5, he might get an extension. The Florida Gators, if Billy Napier wins 7 games this year, would extend Billy Napier. This is the conversation that they're having. Now, it's not set in stone, or it's not something that, the actual administration had put out there. But how would you feel if Billy Napier won 7 games this season and they actually extend him? How would you Gator fans feel? Because I know a lot of Gator fans, they really praying on Billy's downfall this year. There's a lot of Gator fans that are praying on Billy's downfall. There's a lot of Gator fans that want Billy out of town. They would rather the season get canned so Billy could get up out of there. Obviously, with them having the toughest schedule in the country, it'll make it easy for them to sleep at night as fans, knowing they lost all those games, because they'll have something to blame it on, to basically, go back to and say, oh, we lost all these games because we had the toughest schedule, and then we had to fire this coach because he was incompetent and blah, blah, blah. He wasn't the man for the job, and this, that, and the third. So a lot of them is actually preying on the downfall of Billy Napier. That's tough. I just hope Jaden Rashada get his money though. That's it. But the whole NIL situation with Jaden Rashada, it's tough. Another twist in the Jaden Rashada versus Billy saga. Rashada is now alleging the Florida coach violated his UF employment contract and the state's NIL statute. So who knows what's going to come out of this Jaden Rashada's case? Florida might be hit with some some violations. They might be hit with some probational stuff or whatever. I just hope Jaden Rashada get paid, man. A lot of injustice was done to this kid. A lot of injustice. You basically bamboozled the kid. You told him you was going to give him something, you didn't. You basically made a bunch of promises and you didn't keep them. You didn't hold up your end of the bargain. I think a lot of kids need to take that into consideration when you're considering going to the Florida Gator or not. This is a team that don't hold up their end of the bargain. They are not a man of their words. He says Billy is 11-14 at Florida and Cristobal is 12-13 at Miami. Both coaches end up being 12-14 at the. Yeah. Leave it up to a Seminole fan to pick the Gators to win a game against Miami. That's what I've been noticing all this past all season. All of the Seminole fans are Gator fans. All Seminole fans are Gator fans. That's what I've been noticing this whole off season. Seminole fans are Gator fans. When it comes to Miami, we the big bad wolf. They're trying to put their Wonder Twin powers together. They trying to touch rings to try to catch up to us. They trying to team up just to make each other feel better about the position that they're in. Let's just face it, Florida State fans. Let's just face it, Florida Gator fans. Miami is number one. Miami will always be number one. We got 5 natties, the stuff that actually counts. You got 3 each. You got 3 each. Let's just say you get a natty. Let's just say Florida gets a natty in the next 10 years. You'll still be behind. And another 10 years after that. It'll probably take y'all another 20 years just to get on our level. Same goes for you Seminole fans. So, we ain't got nothing to worry about listening to you guys teaming up with each other, let's get together as a fan base and let's troll Miami together so we can feel better about ourselves. Y'all will always be our second fiddle. Either one of you. Yeah, but like I said, there's not much to talk about with the Gators. Their fan base is non-existent in the off season because they don't have a back leg to stand on. Right now, they can't stand on anything. They got one of the toughest schedules. They got the Miami Hurricanes coming up. They can't definitively say they're gonna beat anybody. So their fan base is quiet. Now, if they get a couple wins under their belt, then they might start reappearing again. But right now, they're all down in Bikini Bottom underneath Sandy's Rock. All of them just hiding out and just hoping that this season just blows by and next season they could be all hyped about whoever their next coach gonna be. But anyways, like I told you guys, it's not gonna be a long show. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, all that good stuff. Gator fans, keep your head up.